Here's a segment from the latest edition of St. Charles Parish Today, a monthly local talk show.
She's a native of Norco and first joined the St. Charles Parish Council in 2011, where she has served as the District 6 representative. Today, Councilwoman Traci Fletcher joins us for the very first time. Well, Traci, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Let's just roll right into this. This is your first time on the show, right?
Yes, it is. Thanks for
inviting
inviting
me. What district exactly do you represent? Like, what towns fall in that?
I am District 6, which encompasses Mutts, New Sarpy, Norco, of course, and parts of Destrehan.
Okay.
So, yes.
And you're also serving as the vice chair right now. What duties does that entail?
That basically entails that we keep the meeting rolling smoothly, to where if there's a problem, we can interject. Also, we're kind of like a mediator between the rest of the council and the council secretary administration part of it.
One of the biggest issues facing your district is, we would say, drainage.
Yes.
What are some of the projects that you've been working on to mediate that issue?
We have quite a few. Right now we're working on the Kool-Aid Canal, which will be consisting of cleaning and maintaining so that the drainage through Mutts can continuously flow through the lake. We also have the Prescott Canal, which we just received confirmation and approval where we can go in and start cleaning that out, which will also help the flow of the water through Mutts. In Norco, we have the Engineers Canal. We have a third pump that we are working on because, as you know, every little bit helps when it comes to flood and rain. So those are some big ones we are working on. Oh, we also have the Good Hope Canal along the north side of US 61. We've applied for the permit to clean. Also, the Wet Watchers Park underpass.
Right.
So lots of big improvements coming with drainage.
And also, too, I think you had mentioned, and off the
Yes.
subject of drainage, the walking path, the bike path, I'm sorry.
The Mutts bike path, oh yes, and it's been a long time coming. We are so glad that we can finally see the light. It's getting brighter and brighter. The DOTD, as it comes along, DOTD is actually the one holding, has this program. Our funds are there. We are ready as soon as we get the okay. DOTD has a meeting in June where, fingers crossed, we get on the let list, which once it's approved, we can go out for bids and start construction. So fingers crossed.
I know it's a big one. I get that question a lot.
Yes, yes. It's been years in the making, and the light is getting brighter.
Last month, I had Councilman Woodruff on the show, and he kind of told a funny story about how he checks on his district. He drives around, I think, once a month and looks at the streets and at the different things, canals and such. You have a similar story. How do you check in your district?
Yes. Well, usually in the spring is where we can start putting the streets that we would like to get worked on onto the road list. So with the weather being nice, I usually go out and ride my bikes down the streets. And those that are a little bumpy when I'm riding, those are usually the ones I put on the list. Once those are complete, I will go and change my route and pick some other streets. So that's how I do it. Mainly in Norco. The other streets I will ride around. You will see me riding around. So but it's exercise and work at the same time.
So far we've talked about council issues on a district level, and little projects like that, even though they're kind of large. But let's look on a national level, or just on the parish-wide level. What is the council working on legislatively?
Still, for the past years, it's been the flood insurance. Everybody knows we got hit a few years ago with these high premiums that people could not afford. So ever since then, we've been working diligently to make sure legislature hears us. The National Flood Insurance Program comes up for renewal this September. We're with legislation trying to make sure that the language of the program reflects what the coastal states
what's
feasible.
Really. Yeah.
To make sure everything is affordable. So everything's looking very positive. We want to make sure everybody.
But in some part of that involves you guys going to D.C. and lobbying for that.
Yes, we just had, there was 2 trips. We had Darren Dewey with the administration go and speak in front of Congress. Julia Fisher-Perrier just went on one of these last trips and spoke. So we just returned from the police jury that was held in Lake Charles this year, where coastal states get together and we speak about it. So we're moving things along. You know, it's a slow process, but we're getting there, and it looks positive. So
Awesome.
yes.
Well, is there anything else going on that you want to let us know about?
Of course, you know, the parish is very busy, and
Kind of an ongoing.
yes, everything is moving right along. There's projects all over that we are just trying to implement and complete, and it's a day-to-day operation, you know.
And then we have budget process. Eventually we'll come right back around. So
Yes, and we're getting ready to go into budget in October, so busy year, busy year.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Look for the entire episode at www.scptoday.com or on SCP TV.